Most people believe acne happens because their skin is dirty. So what do? We scrub harder, wash longer, and reach for anything labeled deep clean. But here's the surprising truth. Acne isn't caused by dirt. It's a biological traffic jam happening deep inside your pores. Think of each pore like a tiny tunnel. Inside, oils, a sebum, and dead skin cells are supposed to move smoothly to the surface. But when that flow slows down because of hormones, dehydration, or harsh cleansers, the tunnel clogs, bacteria find the perfect spot to multiply, and suddenly, you've got a bump that feels like it appeared overnight. The irony, the more we strip our skin trying to clean it, the more our body fights back, producing even more oil. You end up in a vicious cycle: dry, tight skin on the surface and clogged pores underneath. If you've ever leaned into a magnifying mirror, frustrated by black dots that won't disappear no matter how often you wash, you're not alone. What you're seeing isn't dirt, it's oxidation. And the solution isn't tougher cleansing, it's a smarter cleansing. In this series, we'll uncover what dermatologists really recommend for truly clean, balanced skin, including gentle, at-home extraction techniques that actually work. Tell me in the comments, have you ever overwashed thinking it would fix your acne? What did it do to your skin? Let's bust one of the biggest skincare myths out there. Blackheads are not dirt. It's easy to believe they are. After all, they look dark, they sit inside pores, and no amount of scrubbing seems to make them disappear. But if blackheads were truly dirt, then washing your face a few times a day would clear them completely, right? The truth is far more fascinating and a little more scientific. Imagine each pore on your skin as a tiny tunnel, or better yet, mini traffic lanes. Inside that lane, your skin constantly pushes out a mix of oils called sebum and dead skin cells. It's a normal, healthy process, the way your body naturally moisturizes and renews itself. But sometimes traffic slows down. Dead skin cells pile up, oil thickens, and the tunnel gets blocked. When that mix of oil and skin debris reaches the surface and meets air, it oxidizes. That turning dark, not dirties, that's what creates that tiny black dot we call a blackhead. So what causes the traffic jam? It's rarely hygiene. Dermatologists explain that oil production is hormonally driven, meaning puberty, stress, and even your menstrual cycle can crank up sebum levels. Combine that with skin that sheds unevenly due to dehydration, poor exfoliation, or harsh cleansers, and suddenly your pores become little storage tanks of trapped buildup. Here's the twist: overwashing makes it worse. But when you use strong cleansers or strip your skin dry, your body interprets it as a signal of emergency. We've lost our moisture barrier. Produce more oil. That rebound effect floods your pores with even more sebum, restarting the very cycle you're trying to stop. You might have noticed this pattern before. You start a new deep clean routine, your skin feels tight and squeaky, clean at first, but a few days later, you're even oilier than before. That's your skin trying to repair what you stripped away. Dermatologists often say you can't scrub away blackheads, you have to dissolve and release them gently. That means using balanced cleansers, hydrating the skin properly, and maintaining the natural oil flow rather than fighting it. It's a mindset shift, as healthy pores are not perfectly empty, they're properly functioning. Let's make it visual. Imagine your pores as small, flexible pipes that self-clean when the flow is steady. Now imagine pouring harsh detergent into them. It dries, cracks, and clogs the flow. That's what overwashing does to your skin. Instead of preventing clogs, it causes micro irritations that trap more debris. The secret isn't scrubbing harder, it's cleansing smarter. Ingredients like salicylic acid can slip inside pores and gently dissolve sebum plugs from within. Hydrating toners keep your skin balanced so oil doesn't go into overdrive. And once or twice a week, a gentle at-home extraction or exfoliation can help clear what's already formed without damaging your barrier. So next time you catch yourself in the mirror thinking, my skin is dirty, remember, as those tiny dots are oxidized oil, not pollution. They're a natural part of your skin's renewal system, just in need of a little help to unclog smoothly. The real win comes when you stop attacking your skin and start cooperating with it. When you cleanse for balance instead of punishment, your skin responds with calmness, clarity, and confidence. Did you ever think blackheads were just dirt? What's the harshest deep clean you've ever tried, and did it help or make things worse? Your skin isn't just a surface, it's a living, breathing organ that protects you from the outside world. Every day, it fights pollution, bacteria, UV rays, and harsh weather, but the real hero that keeps it all under control, a paper thin, invisible layer called the acid mantle, your skin's natural protective shield. Think of it like the outer armor of a castle. The acid mantle is a delicate film made of oil, sweat, and beneficial bacteria that sits on top of your skin. Its job is to keep moisture in and invaders out. When it's balanced, your skin feels smooth, hydrated, and resilient. But when it's stripped by harsh soaps, over-exfoliating, or alcohol-heavy toners, that fortress wall starts to crumble. Suddenly, bacteria sneak in, water escapes, and your skin begins to panic. You've probably felt it before, that tight, squeaky clean feeling after washing your face. It might feel satisfying, but it's actually a red flag. That tightness means your acid mantle has been disrupted. Without its shield, your skin becomes more prone to dryness, redness, and acne. Let's break it down simply as cleansers remove dirt and oil, but if they're too harsh, they also strip away the lipids your skin needs to stay healthy. Exfoliants fouls remove dead cells, but when overused, they can erode the surface barrier, leaving tiny cracks that bacteria love. As moisture replenishes and seals hydration, helping your skin rebuild its protective coat, the magic lies in balance, clean enough to prevent buildup, but gentle enough to preserve your skin's natural defenses. Dermatologists often compare the skin barrier to a balanced ecosystem, like a coral reef. Too much disturbance and everything collapses. When you over-cleanse or use alcohol-based toners daily, you're not just removing oil, you're wiping away the good bacteria and natural acids that keep your skin calm and clear. Here's a simple truth: as healthy skin is slightly acidic. That's what the term acid mantle means. Your skin's surface naturally sits around pH 4.5 to 5.5, creating an environment that harmful bacteria don't like. But most foaming cleansers and bar soaps have a much higher pH, around 8 or 9. Each time you wash with them, you tip your skin's chemistry out of balance. And when your barrier is compromised, it's like leaving the door wide open. Oil glands go into overdrive to compensate for lost moisture, causing even more breakouts. Meanwhile, skin feels drier, tighter, and more sensitive to everything you apply afterward. It's the ultimate skincare paradox. The harder you try to get clean, the worse your skin behaves. So what's the solution? 1. As switch to gentle pH balanced cleansers. Look for ones labeled hydrating or barrier safe. 2. Exfoliate strategically. Once or twice a week is enough for most skin types. Chemical exfoliants like lactic acid or PHA are milder alternatives to gritty scrubs. 3. As moisturize right after cleansing. This seals hydration in and helps rebuild that lipid layer. Ingredients like ceramides, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid are your barrier's best friends. 4. As avoid alcohol-heavy toners or astringents, but they might feel refreshing at first, but they dehydrate your skin and disrupt its natural microbiome. Over time, a balanced barrier means fewer breakouts, less redness, and a soft, even glow. You'll notice your skin starts to behave better on its own because you've restored the balance it was always designed to maintain. So the next time you wash your face, pause for a second. Notice how your skin feels after, supple and comfortable, or tight and squeaky. That feeling tells you everything about the state of your barrier. Let's say, have you ever felt your face get tighter after washing? What cleanser or routine made the biggest difference in calming your skin? Let's be honest, few things are more tempting than spotting a blackhead and wanting it gone now, but there's a world of difference between mindlessly squeezing and performing a thus safe, dermatologist-inspired extraction. Done right, it's clean, satisfying, and healing. Done wrong, it can lead to scars, inflammation, and infection. The secret lies in using the right tools and treating your skin with precision and respect, not punishment. Dermatologists rely on a few trusted instruments, the Sebum extractor, a facial steamer, and antiseptics. These are your at-home allies when used properly. But before you touch any tool, there's one golden rule: ours never extract on dry, cold skin. Think of your pores as tiny doors. They don't open under pressure, they open under warmth and care. Fei step 1T. Prepping the canvas, start with gentle cleanser to remove surface oil and makeup. Avoid foaming or alcohol-based products that tighten your skin. Then, move to the star of the prep, warm steam. You can use a professional facial steamer or simply lean over a bowl of hot water with a towel draped over your head for 5-10 minutes. The warmth softens the oil and loosens dead skin, making extractions smoother and safer. Here's the metaphor I love: you're not popping the pore, you're coaxing it open, you're inviting it to release, not forcing it to surrender. Step 2. The extraction process: disinfect your hands and your Sebum extractor, a stainless steel loop tool with alcohol before use. Then gently position the loop around the blackhead and apply light, even pressure. If the clog doesn't come out easily, stop. That's your skin's way of saying not yet. Forcing it can cause trauma or even push bacteria deeper. Pro tip from dermatologists: blackheads on the nose and chin usually extract more easily because the pores there are larger. Cheeks or forehead may need more prep or multiple sessions. If you don't have a Sebum extractor, you can wrap clean tissues around your fingers and apply slight pressure from opposite sides, But again, ask gentle is the key word. Redness is okay for a few minutes afterward. Broken skin or bleeding means you went too far. Hey, step 3D. Post-extraction healing. Once you've finished, it's time for aftercare. The most overlooked yet crucial part. Use an antiseptic toner or salicylic acid solution to clean the area and reduce bacteria. Then, soothe your skin with calming ingredients like S-niacinamide, a Centella asiatica, or aloe vera gel. Avoid heavy creams or makeup for at least 12 hours to let your pores settle. Even place a cool compress on the treated areas to reduce redness and inflammation. Think of it as giving your skin a deep sigh of relief after all that activity. Fefeve step 4A, hygiene and maintenance. One of the biggest mistakes people make is using the same tool repeatedly without cleaning it properly. Always disinfect your Comedone extractor with rubbing alcohol before and after use. And never share extraction tools. Bacteria transfer is real. Remember, your goal isn't to clear every pore in one go. It's about consistency and care, not perfection. A safe 10-minute session once a week can do wonders over time when paired with proper cleansing and moisturizing. Fafivate the mindset shift. Think of at-home extractions as a maintenance, not war. You're not attacking your skin, you're guiding it back to balance. The cleaner and calmer your approach, the less your skin will retaliate with breakouts or irritation. And one more insider secret. Sometimes the best extraction is no extraction. If a whitehead or cyst is deep beneath the skin, walk away and let it mature naturally or get it removed professionally. Patience here prevents scars later. Your skin will always reward gentle, informed care, not aggression. Do you think you'd try a gentle extraction routine at home after this? Or are you team leave it to the pros? Let's talk about something that often gets a bad reputation. I've oiled off for decades. We've been told to fight the shine, dry out acne, and keep skin oil free. But what if I told you that the very thing you're trying to eliminate, our sebum, is actually one of your skin's best allies? Here's the truth dermatologists know. As sebum isn't your enemy. It's your skin's natural moisturizer, the built-in defense system that keeps your face hydrated, smooth, and protected from the environment. Think of sebum like a self-regulating hydration film, your skin's version of a moisturizer that never runs out. It's made up of triglycerides, waxes, and squalene, all natural lipids that form a soft barrier on the surface. This barrier prevents water loss, shields you from pollutants, and even nourishes the good bacteria that live on your skin's urethric microbiome. When everything is balanced, sebum keeps your complexion glowing, not greasy. The problem arises not because you have oil, but because that oil gets trapped. When dead skin cells don't shed properly or pores get clogged, sebum builds up and mixes with debris. That's when blackheads, whiteheads, and pimples appear. So the issue isn't too much oil, it's oil with nowhere to go. Here's a better analogy. Sebum is like traffic flow on a busy highway. When roads are clear, cars' oil moves smoothly, keeping the system running. But when there's a blockage, say construction dead skin or poor signaling hormonal imbalance, traffic jams form. The key isn't shutting down the highway, it's keeping it moving efficiently. And here's where many skincare routines go wrong. In the rush to degrease, people turn to alcohol toners, foaming cleansers, and drying masks. These strip away the top layer of protective oils, signaling the skin to produce more sebum in defense. That rebound effect is why oily skin often feels even oilier after a few days of aggressive cleansing. Instead of fighting oil, you need to train it off balance. Not elimination is the goal. So choose pH balanced cleansers that remove dirt without stripping natural oils. It has incorporated exfoliants like salicylic acid or enzymes. They help clear dead cells so sebum can flow freely. A hydrate daily asked yes. Even oily skin needs moisture. When your skin is properly hydrated, it sends a signal to slow down oil production. Lightweight, non-comedogenic moisturizers are perfect for this. Avoid over-cleansing. Twice a day is enough. Every time you overwash, you disrupt your skin's protective acid mantle and microbiome balance. Here's something few people realize. Oller's healthy oil protects against acne, as sebum actually carries antioxidants like vitamin E that help heal inflammation and repair the barrier. Studies show that people with balanced sebum often experience fewer breakouts because their skin microbiome stays stable. So instead of waging war on your oil, start working Zale with it. Notice how your skin changes when you stop stripping it. Pores appear smaller, texture softens, and redness fades. That's your skin finally breathing again, not fighting for balance. Even dermatologists performing extractions emphasize this. Well-hydrated, balanced skin is easier to treat and heals faster. When your sebum isn't overproduced or trapped, blackheads loosen naturally, and your skin becomes self-regulating, the ultimate sign of health. Let's flip the narratives. Bad oil buildup, trapped, oxidized, or infected sebum that needs clearing. A good oil flow, hydrated, glowing, and balanced skin that resists breakouts. The goal isn't zero oil, it's happy oil. So next time you see that midday shine on your nose or forehead, don't reach for the harsh astringent just yet. That sheen might just be your skin doing its job, protecting, hydrating, and healing itself from within. Did you know your skin oil can actually help heal acne? Or are you still in that phase where oil-free sounds safer? Here's the part most people skip as aftercare. As you've done your extractions, your pores look clearer and your skin feels fresh. But what happens next determines whether your face heals beautifully or flares up with redness, irritation, or new breakouts. Because here's the truth. Every extraction, no matter how gentle, creates us micro injuries in the skin. And just like a tiny wound, your skin now needs protection, calm, and time to rebuild. Think of it like this. Waxed skin after extraction is an open field after a storm. You've cleared the clutter. But now the soil needs nourishment before new growth begins. If you rush in with harsh products or skip moisture, you leave that surface exposed to bacteria, dehydration, and inflammation. So let's walk through the dermatologist-approved steps to restore your skin barrier safely and effectively. Face Step 1. Tain cool and calm. Immediately after extractions, your skin temperature rises due to mild inflammation and pressure. That's why professionals always finish with a cooling mask or compress. Gel-based masks with aloe vera, cucumber, green tea, or Centella asiatica, Cica help constrict pores, reduce redness, and instantly soothe the skin. You can also place a Vez cold damp cloth or jade roller from the fridge over treated areas for a few minutes. It's like giving your skin a deep breath of relief. This step helps control post-extraction swelling and sets the stage for faster healing. Step 2. Rebuild the barrier after calming. Your skin needs to replenish what was lost. Every extraction removes not just oil and debris, but also small amounts of the lipids that form your acid mantle, that protective film we discussed earlier. This is where niacinamide of vitamin B3 shines. Niacinamide strengthens your skin barrier, boosts ceramide production, and reduces inflammation all at once. Think of it as laying down fresh tiles on a damaged wall. It restores structure while sealing and hydration. Follow with a light moisturizer rich in ceramides, squalane, or panthenol to rebuild that protective layer. These ingredients mimic your skin's natural oils, preventing water loss and allowing the healing process to work uninterrupted. Step 3. Target inflammation gently. Inflammation is part of your skin's repair process, but if it goes unchecked, it can cause redness, irritation, or post-inflammatory marks. That's where as calming botanicals come in. Ingredients like a green tea extract, Centella asiatica, and a chamomile are natural anti-inflammatories that reduce redness without blocking healing. Green tea, for instance, is packed with antioxidants that help neutralize free radicals, tiny molecules that slow down skin repair. Centella or Cica encourages collagen production while calming sensitivity. Avoid alcohol-based toners, acids, or retinoids for at least 24-48 hours after extractions. Your skin needs a moment of peace, not a battle. Step 4. And don't forget sunscreen. One of the biggest mistakes people make after extractions is skipping sunscreen. Remember, freshly treated skin is more vulnerable to UV rays, which can darken healing spots and delay recovery. Always finish your routine with a broad spectrum SPF 30 or higher. Choose a lightweight non-comedogenics formula. Gel or milk type sunscreens are ideal. If you're staying indoors, you still need protection from blue light and indoor UV exposure. Think of sunscreen as the invisible bandage that seals your hard work. Step 5. Treat skin like a healing wound. Here's a simple analogy. Your post-extraction skin is like a healing wound that must be sealed gently, not scrubbed open. Avoid touching, picking, or exfoliating for at least 2 days. Let the barrier restore itself before introducing actives again. Your goal during this phase is comfort, not correction. You'll notice your skin looks slightly pink at first, then gradually more even, smoother, and clear as the barrier rebuilds. That's your body's natural repair magic at work. Step 6. Build a healing habit. Make post-extraction care part of your weekly ritual. A consistent routine of cooling, soothing, hydrating, and protecting not only enhances your results, but also prevents post-extraction breakouts. Remember, clear pores are only the beginning. Healed, resilient skin is the goal. When you give your skin the care it deserves after cleansing or extraction, it pays you back with glow, strength, and balance. What's your favorite soothing ingredient after cleansing? Do you reach for aloe, green tea, or niacinamide when your skin needs comfort most? If there's one secret dermatologists agree on, it's this: clear skin isn't built in a day, it's maintained through consistency. The truth is, acne doesn't form overnight, and neither does lasting clarity. The long game is about steady, gentle care that keeps your pores balanced, your oil flow healthy, and your barrier strong every single day. Let's tie it all together. Think of your skincare routine as daily rhythms, not a rescue mission. Each step, cleansing, hydrating, protecting, plays a small but powerful role in regulating your skin's natural cycle. When you commit to gentle daily cleansing, weekly extractions, and balanced moisture, you're training your skin to stay calm, not panic. Here's the science behind it. Your skin constantly renews itself on a 28-day cycle. Dead cells rise to the surface and shed, while new cells form underneath. When your skincare routine supports that rhythm, cleansing away buildup, lightly exfoliating, and replenishing hydration, the skin's traffic system runs smoothly. Pores stay clear, oil stays balanced, and breakouts find no place to grow. But when your approach swings between extremes, harsh scrubbing one week, neglect the next, your skin's rhythm breaks. It overproduces oil, holds onto dead cells, and triggers inflammation. You end up fighting the same cycle you created. Activate the power of gentle consistency. Daily cleansing removes impurities, but gentle is the key word. A pH-balanced cleanser keeps your acid mantle intact, while a lightweight moisturizer ensures your skin doesn't overcompensate with excess oil. Add sunscreen during the day to shield from UV damage, which can trigger inflammation and pigmentation, and you've built the foundation of calm, resilient skin. Then comes the weekly reset, your extraction session or mild exfoliation. This step clears what's already sitting in pores, preventing it from hardening into stubborn blackheads. It's your maintenance routine, not a punishment. The goal isn't perfection, it's prevention. When you stick to this gentle rhythm for a few weeks, you'll notice a powerful shift. Your skin starts to balance itself. Oil flow evens out, texture smooths, and that dull, congested look fades. That's not a miracle. That's biology working with you, not against you. Activate the lifestyle connection, but great skin doesn't come from bottles alone. As your habits behind the mirror matter just as much as stress. When cortisol, the stress hormone, spikes, it stimulates oil glands and inflammation. Mindful breathing, walks, or even better sleep can help reduce breakouts as much as any serum. As hormones, the fluctuations during your cycle can temporarily increase oil production. Tracking those changes helps you adjust, maybe adding a clay mask or gentle exfoliation before expected flare-ups. Hydration. Dehydrated skin confuses your oil glands into overproducing sebum. Drinking enough water and using humectants like hyaluronic acid keeps the flow balanced. Highly processed foods or sugar spikes can impact insulin, which affects oil production and inflammation. Supporting your skin with nutrient-rich, low glycemic meals helps maintain long-term clarity. In other words, your skin reflects your lifestyle balance just as much as your skincare choices. The real transformation, the biggest misconception about acne care is that harsher, faster. But true transformation doesn't come from stripping, picking, or punishing your skin. It comes from trusting the process. Think of your skincare journey like tending a garden. You don't yank at the roots to make flowers grow. You water, nurture, and protect them from harsh conditions. Over time, the results speak for themselves. Your skin too thrives on steady care. Every gentle cleans every layer of moisture. Every night you let your barrier heal, it's all progress. Some days it'll look better than others, but consistency always wins over intensity. So when you feel tempted to scrub harder or jump to a new routine, pause and remember, patience is the treatment. Your skin doesn't need more products, it needs more kindness. Clear, glowing skin isn't the result of one perfect routine. It's the result of showing up for your skin every day, even when you don't see instant change. Comment below how your skin changed once you stopped scrubbing. Did it calm down? Get softer, glow differently. Your story might just help someone else trust the slow, steady path to real skin health.